All right, this is 10.1, the Pythagorean theorem. And what we're doing is we're dealing with a triangle that has a hypotenuse and two legs. So I would draw this into your notes and copy this down here. Notice how, and this is really important, that the legs are on both sides of the right angle. So here's your right angle. Notice how the legs are right here and right here. The hypotenuse is always the side completely across from the right angle. All right, so the Pythagorean theorem. Here is the equation for the Pythagorean theorem. So go ahead and put this equation and this graph in your notes to go with it. And I'll show you how to use it. Remember, your legs are always around the right angle, so the closest thing to the right angle, and that is your A and your B. Your hypotenuse is always your C value. All right, here's how we're going to use it. I have to identify where the numbers are and what I'd like to find. On this problem, across from 90 degrees is your hypotenuse or your C value. That's what I'd like to find, which means they are giving me my A and my B, and they really are interchangeable. It doesn't really make a difference. The book usually uses the smaller number as your A. So the equation is A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Set it up with 6 squared plus 6 squared equals C squared. 36 plus 36 equals C squared. 72 equals C squared. The opposite of squaring something is square root. Square root. So we're going to take the square root of 72. Now usually you use a plus or minus in front of that, but you can have a negative distance, so we're just going to use the positive answer. So we have C equals, and then we have to take the square root of 72. Which is 8.49. All right, here's problem number 2. A little bit different. What is the side length of B in the triangle at the right? So our legs are the numbers 5 and the letter B. Those are my legs. My hypotenuse is across from 90 degrees. My hypotenuse is 13. So start off with A squared plus B squared equals C squared. My A value in this one is 5. My B value I don't know, so I'll leave it B squared. My C value is 13 squared. And let's solve for B. 5 squared is 25 plus B squared equals 169. Subtract 25 from both sides. B squared equals 144. Take the square root of both sides, and again, you don't need the plus or minus because you can't have a negative distance, so we'll just have 12. And the last one. Now we're supposed to check to see if each of these triangles could be a right triangle. It could have a right angle. So we would check them one at a time using our formula A squared plus B squared equals C squared. If the left side of the equation equals the right side, then it's a right triangle. So you would try 6 squared plus 24 squared equals 25 squared. If you would continue to solve this here, if the left side equals the right side, then it's a right triangle and we can stop. So let's just do the first one here, 36 plus 576 equals 625. Let's add those two together. Notice that 612 does not equal 625, so put a line through there. So letter A is not a right triangle. Now you would do the same thing for B, C, and D, and then you would find the one that does work out and has the equal sign, where the left side equals the right side.